Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you Marvel August 2025 Solicitations. Now, before we get to that, got a little bit of other comic news. We get kind of a little tease. Marvel teases A Rock Will Save the Marvel Universe in Fantastic Four Issue 1. Pretty much like this. That's pretty much it, just to get us kind of like hyped up for that. Just like, the rock that saves the Marvel Universe? Alright, we'll see how that kind of works out for it. So, it's good that we're getting some more teases on that. We also got the information that Marvel celebrates Doctor Strange with 450 milestone one-shot. I'm glad we're getting something for the 450th issue for Doctor Strange. Interesting that it's a one-shot. We'll have to see what goes on with that. Let's see. With Giant Size Special by Derek Landy, Roger Stern, J. Michael Straczynski, Christian Ward, and more. Let's see. For 62 years, Stephen Strange has guided readers through the magical realms of Marvel, steering us from one mind-bending horror to the next. As a writer, to be given the chance to turn the tables to be a part of this milestone issue, and within it, to steer the good doctor towards the dark adventures that await him, is a thrill beyond measure, Landy shared. Let's see. As turmoil seizes Asgard, Doctor Strange's life is about to change forever. But as he stands on the threshold of a true journey into mystery, it turns out the past isn't quite done with him yet. So, we'll see what kind of goes on with that. I will definitely be checking that out. And we'll be getting more information as well. Art by Ivan Fiorelli, Ron Lim, Christian Ward, and more. That'll be on sale in September 3rd. So I'm definitely going to be checking that out. Now let us get to the solicitations. Start off with like X-Men of Apocalypse Alpha 1. Let's see. The X-Men of Apocalypse crash into the mainstream Marvel Universe from superstars Jeff Loeb and Simon Mio. You can't miss this series that will change the X-Men forever. 40 pages, $5.99. Interesting. Marvel All on One, The Thing versus the Marvel Universe. Oh my god. That looks nutty. Ooh, Ryan North writing. And Ed McGuinness on art. That's kind of good. 50 page, holy shit. One shot. Wait. A 50-page epic told entirely in splash pages. That's interesting. 64 pages, one shot, $7.99. Here we go. I was going to bring this up because they also talked about it, but then they talked about it in the solicitations. Thor. Let's see. Issue 1. So this is the relaunch that's going to be happening, so we don't have to wait that long. Al Ewing, Pasquale Ferry is the art, and cover by Alex Ross. Let's get into this. The legend begins. The Norse myths tell of gods who walked the earth, doing great deeds for the mortals who believed in them. But Asgard isn't real and never was. The gods never soared in our skies, never stood with our heroes, never fought for kindness or justice. It was all just a story. Nobody's coming to help us. But somewhere in the city, a man is waking up. A man with a hammer. 32 pages, $4.99. Interesting. Ooh, so keep an eye for that. We get Black Cat. Nice cover there. Black Cat issue 1. G. Willow Wilson and Gleb Melkinov. Cool. That's going to be 32 pages, $4.99. I'm liking that. All new Spider-Gwen. Ghost Spider. Let's see that. Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe. That looks insane with like a symbiote kind of going on his ass. Whoa. Fantastic Four. Here we go. This should be issue 2. Yep. Let's see here. Sue Storm, stranded deep in the future at the end of Earth's history, is the last thing alive on the once vibrant world. How could she make it back to her proper time before being killed? Meanwhile, Reed Richards, stranded in the Earth's past, waits for a rescue from her that will never come, unless there's some way their relationship, the deep and loving understanding this man and woman have for each other, can transcend time itself. Meanwhile, in the present, Doom reveals precisely how he's managed to stymie the Fantastic Four for so long. A secret to his invincibility that has transformed every loss into a win. And it's one that makes Emperor Doom invincible. 32 pages, $3.99. Looking forward to that. Ooh, Captain America. And got some nice... I'm definitely interested in seeing what's going on with that suit. That's like crazy there. Of course, looking at Doom looks like. Then, of course, we got some other kind of variants. That looked just as nice. Let's see here. Witness the rise of one of Marvel's most infamous villains as Captain America comes face to face with Doom for the first time. This is Latveria like you've never seen it before. Also, who is David Colton, and can Steve trust him to have his back as they infiltrate a hostile country with the new Howling Commandos? That sounds pretty cool. 32 pages, $4.99. Venom, Black, White, and Blood. Ugh. Cool cover there. Bring on the bad guys, Red Skull. And Dormammu. Let's see. And Mephisto. Okay, that is really cool. Mephisto and Doom kind of duking it out. Jesus, Mephisto versus Franklin? Okay. The World to Come, issue 3 of 6. Imperial War, Black Panther. That's a really cool cover there. Issue 1. Blame for the spinning straight out of the pages of Imperial. Blame for the assassinations that have started an all-out galactic war. T'Challa will first need to survive a brutal assault from the Worldbreaker Hulk and Amadeus Cho before he can even think about hunting down the true culprit. And all while spacecraft spirals towards certain doom. Sounds like another day at the office for the Black Panther. 32 pages, $4.99. Let's see. Victor Lavelle and Jonathan Hickman writing, and to be decided for the artist. Sorry, we said the authors and then the artist. Let's see. Imperial issue 3 of 4. Part 3 of a 4-part Marvel cosmic event. As the conflict begins to spread out to as the conflict begins to spread out to the wider universe, find out who's really orchestrating the great game of cosmic houses as the last chance to stop a universal war presents itself. Will our heroes be able to stop it in time? 40 pages, $4.99. And we get Imperial War Planet She-Hulk. Cool cover there. Let's see. Stephanie Phillips and Jonathan Hickman writing, and to be decided for the artist. Left behind on New Sakaar to keep the peace, Jen Walters discovers that in this savage realm, what's needed isn't a litigator, it's a liquidator. Fortunately, She-Hulk is accomplished at being both. 32 pages, $4.99. Interesting that we're getting Black Panther and She-Hulk one-shots for those. Some Uncle Scrooge thing? Holy shit. That is mini of 1 of 4. Runaways, 3 of 5. Ooh, cool. Superior Avengers. 5 of 6. Is this a sign of budding romance or murder? The pieces are falling into place, and the team is ready for their true mission to begin. But who is playing who? 32 pages, $3.99. Alright, One World Under Doom. That is an insane cover there. And then, of course, Dino Doom, like with a Kamehameha Blast. Doom being Doom. Alright, 6 of 9. Doom's reign has been successful for months, with even some of the heroes questioning if they're on the right side. A final desperate gamble is conceived, and Reed reveals a terrible secret he's acquired about Doom's global domination. But will it be enough? And what has Doom been hiding under the Latvian dome? All is revealed at terrible cost. It's the beginning of the end for some, and the beginning of a new age for others. 32 pages, $4.99. Red Hulk. Damn. The Avengers. Nice. I still like the Mysterium armor. Let's see. The missing moment. The Avengers have cracked the code, but what does Reed Richards have to do with it? The true nature of Mirrodin is revealed. 32 pages, $3.99. That, okay, we'll have to see how that kind of goes. X-Men Tooth and Claw. This was referenced at a certain point. Issue 1. How did 2 of Mutantkind's most dangerous villains become part of Cyclops' X-Men? When they met across the battlefield, Henry McCoy and Max Eisenhart were a brilliant, jovial elite turned superhero and a mutant revolutionary, respectively. By the time they ruled the world as leaders of Krakoa, Hank was a beast in deed as well as name, while Magneto was a longtime ally of the X-Men, shocked by the inadequacy of his fulfilled dream. Cast back into a world that hates and fears them, a pair of chance encounters will show each why that world still needs them and the X-Men. Collecting the fan favorite X-Men from the ashes, 13 through 18 for the first time in print. 48 pages, $5.99. One shot. Wolverine Revenge. Wolverine? Damn. Let's see. Marvel Rivals? Jeff the Land Shark. The New Avengers. That's the Thunderbolts. Changed up. Sam Humphries. This is New Avengers issue 3. And Tony Lima. Hulk Heist. Bucky and Clea infiltrate Hulk's space to track down a psychically imprisoned Bruce Banner. But to buy them time to make contact, the rest of the team must survive an all-out onslaught from the Incredible Hulk. Meanwhile, 2 Killuminati members have joined forces and they set their sights on the New Avengers. 32 pages, $3.99. Wolverines and Deadpools? Holy shit. Spider-Girl. That looks gnarly. Here we go. The Amazing Spider-Man issue 9. Let's see. Joe Kelly writing Michael Dowling as the artist. Spider-Man's shocking defeat. Battered and broken following his battle with Hellgate, Spider-Man needs to level up if he's going to survive the next round. Peter Parker's a different man following Hellgate's revelation. But Mary Jane Watson has a revelation of her own to share. The first foes to put Spidey's strength to the test are Shocker and his new allies, the Aftershocks. 32 pages, $4.99. And Amazing Spider-Man issue 10. The Resolute Spider-Man. Peter Parker has resolved to get stronger by any means necessary. Spider-Man isn't pulling his punches this time. 32 pages, $4.99. Looking forward to seeing what's going on there. Miles Morales Spider-Man. Miles has problems. God damn. Ooh, I really like him with that sword and shield there. Ooh. I don't mind the new suit, but his classic suit there. Miles Morales Spider-Man issue 36. The final battle of the God War. Miles Morales is the last man standing against God of War Ares' onslaught. But the tournament's newest battlefield is now Miles' home turf of Brooklyn. Spider-Man draws a line in the sand. No retreat, no quarter. He knows victory will come at a cost. Is Miles willing to pay it? 32 pages, $3.99. And then, of course, we get the next one. 37. White Cat and Inari on the prowl. Inari and White Cat, 2 super thieves with everything to lose, are running wild in Brooklyn, and with Spider-Man still ruling from God War, the battle against these new foes might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Misty Knight's leading the investigation, but she needs an extra hand. Someone with cat burglary experience, perhaps? Don't miss the comic debuts of Inari and new champion White Cat. 32 pages, $3.99. Eddie Brock Carnage looks gnarly. Holy shit, what the fuck? All new Venom, issue 9. Let's see. Break Up and Breakout. It's Team Venom versus Team Octopus, and the outcome might just decide the fate of symbiote kind. But what's Doc Ock's real master plan? And why does he need the sleeper agent to do it? Meanwhile, Mary Jane's home life goes from bad to worse as Dylan finally learns the truth. 32 pages, $4.99. Okay, Spider-Verse versus Venomverse. That's a crazy cover. Spider-Man and Wolverine. Alright, Ultimate Wolverine. Issue 8. Wolverine versus Ultimate Angel. The opposition infiltrates a facility holding a group of high-powered mutants. And Winter Soldier's handler has a sinister plot to destroy the opposition once and for all. 32 pages, $4.99. Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion. That kind of looks cool. 3 of 5. Miles' first confrontation with the Maker's Council. Silver Samurai attacks interloper Miles Morales. Fortunately, abandoned mutants calling themselves the X-Men come to his aid. What will Miles make of the dark history of this alternate universe now that he is faced with the reality of what the Maker has done? 32 pages, $4.99. Ultimate Black Panther. Issue 19. Vibranium's Mystery and the Black Panther. T'Challa leads a campaign against Adi and his associates, the monsters of Vibranium Incarnate. Meanwhile, his trusted confidant must protect Wakanda when the Voodoo Khan want to advance their own prophecies. Jeez, 32 pages, $4.99. Ultimate Spider-Man. Gnarly looking there. Issue 20. My Dinner with Harry. Harry Osborn lives. Peter and Mary Jane have another fateful dinner with Harry and Gwen. 32 pages, $4.99. Yeah, Ultimate X-Men. Issue 18. Inside the astral plane. Armor's soul is on the line. The Children of the Atom's sinister plot leads to the astral plane. X-Men have journeyed there, but that's only the beginning. What horrors await in the climactic finale of Volume 3 of Ultimate X-Men? 32 pages, $4.99. Ooh, The Ultimates, issue 15. The Monk, the Dragon, and the Fist, Shang-Chi. The Ultimates return to the site of their untimely deaths at the hands of the Hulk and encounter a young boy who has been starting his own insurgency. 32 pages, $4.99. This bringing up like Shang-Chi, it's like, alright, let's do this. That should be kind of interesting there to see how that works out. X-Men. Issue 20. A second Iron Knight brings with it consequences, and Cyclops has some explaining to do on behalf of the X-Men. But even a born leader can reach a breaking point, and Cyclops has had to do ever so much explaining recently. 32 pages, $4.99. Then X-Men issue 21. Let's see. When Cyclops spends the night in jail, the younger X-Men take advantage of the break and head out on their own. Their mission? Revenge on the social media thrill killers, the upstarts. Can Jen overcome her fear and embrace her new self, or will she begin to tread a dark road of her own? 32 pages, $4.99. Ooh, that's... sounds gnarly there for Jen. It's been interesting to see what they're going to do with her. Magic? Ooh. The Uncanny X-Men, that looks really cool. Got Jubilee, Gambit, Rogue, Nightcrawler, Wolverine, Rogue. And then a kind of Invaders one. That's kind of weird. Let's see. Uncanny X-Men, issue 19. During the changing relations between mutants and the city of New Orleans, two of the best guns for hire come to town with a mission in mind, and their target for that mission is an X-Man. Deadpool and Outlaw guest star in this dangerous tale of mayhem versus mutant. Also, an outlier gets arrested, Nightcrawler gets the wrong beer, all this and more in our wildest issue yet. 32 pages, $4.99. Storm on a hippo? It does look badass, but it's like, what? Exceptional X-Men? Shit. Laura Kinney Wolverine dealing with some stuff? Well, that's a cool Phoenix cover there. Shit, that Psylocke one. That is awesome. Damn. That's a creepy looking one there. Holy shit. Wolverine's got some knife problems, and not just on his hands. And now we're to the facsimiles. Ooh. Shit, we getting a thing... bringing up... Jesus, we've gotten to the point with Civil War doing that. I remember collecting that when it was coming out. Yeah, we got the facsimile editions. So, got a lot of stuff going on in August. Getting more into Fantastic Four's new run and Cap's new run. Seeing the relaunch of Thor. There's a lot of stuff going on for the Avengers and One World Under Doom. I'm really excited to see what's going to be going on with these and what's going to kind of shake out and happen in here. One World Under Doom has been going pretty well so far, and I've been very interested in that. I don't know if I will continue on with Superior Avengers, but that has been pretty interesting for the two issues that I've been reading through, and I'm really looking forward to Spidey and seeing how this kind of Hellgate one works up. I've really loved what they've been doing with the Hobgoblin, so we'll see what he has to deal with and contend with Hellgate, and what he has to do to get stronger, and what that kind of entails. Definitely an interesting kind of challenge on that. So tell me what you guys think in the comments below, what ones you're interested in. If you liked them, if you didn't like them, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.